Hey YouTubers, Grimmy Dragon here, and once again it's review time, and we're going back in time again. As today we are taking a look at Takara's Transformers United Grapple. What was released in the US as Solar Storm Grapple in the Reveal the Shield line has just been released as Grapple in Takara's United line. And that's okay. It's still the same character, still very nice. And as you can see, he's his crane mode, but he is also a repaint slash retool of Universe 2.0 Inferno. Instead of sporting a water gun, he has this nice big crane, which does extend quite a bit, and the hook does move, which is pretty good. Now, obviously, he does roll quite well on his 6 wheels. And yeah, he's quite compact, quite interesting. Looks a lot like a fire engine, but you know, that's just how it is. I mean, it does make sense that he was repainted from Inferno, since the original Grapple was repainted from Inferno. So I'm fine with that. And all in all, it does look good. Takara always did a great job with paint. As you can see, you got some nice base yellow, got some gray, silver. Really good. Yeah, there's a bit of a metallic silver there. I mean, he doesn't quite have the metallics that you see on a lot of the United figures. Like, they don't just plaster shiny metallic all over him like they did with Scourge or Wheeljack or Jazz, or, well, yeah, I think Jazz had it too. It's hard to remember. I don't know. I don't have too many United figures, but yeah, it's still very nicely done. Now, for comparisons, we're going to bring in, obviously, Inferno. We'll just zoom out just a little bit, because they are repaints of each other, or a little bit of retooling. You can see that these panels are different, which is pretty cool. But other than that, and the obvious point, there isn't too much difference. Okay, a little bit of difference on the back with these points here, but not drastically. In fact, not even noticeable in this form. Something's up with my Inferno for some reason. But yeah, not a whole lot of difference here. Obviously, he doesn't have a firing missile. Instead, he has the extending crane, which can still move left and right, although it's on an awkward hinge. Next up, we'll bring in his buddy Hoist. Significant size difference here. I mean, very significant size difference. Kind of fitting. This is a normal truck. This is a big truck. Yeah, so that works. Bring in a Jazz, who was around the same era. As you can see, Jazz is a bit bigger than Hoist was, but you know, they still fit in okay. And last but not least, we'll bring in G1 Inferno, since I don't own a G1 Grapple. And yeah, that's quite a difference from the forms. And this one looks more like what a crane would have done. Obviously, it has a ladder instead of an actual crane, but you get the idea. Although this one has a more believable appearance. Well, yeah, I mean, all in all, this is a good update for Grapple, and that'll show better in robot mode. And now that we have Grapple in his robot mode, he's looking quite nice. A big beefy bot with a well-designed torso. I mean, it's actually a very well-proportioned bot. I do like him quite a bit. I'm usually quite fond of the classic series. Now, one of the biggest differences between this Grapple and the Hasbro version is the head. More accurately, the color of the head. Hasbro went for a black head, while Takara went ahead and painted it yellow to be more show accurate. Thing is, Grapple's head shifted colors from time to time, sometimes being black, sometimes being yellow. So either one would be accurate. I just wanted the Takara version for this one. Besides, I think he was easier to find. Those Revealed the Shield toys were very hard to get a hold of back in the day. But, yeah, it's a real solid figure. I do like it quite a bit. And I think it works for the character. Now for articulation, you got ball joint at the head. Ratcheted forward backward at the shoulder. In and out at the shoulder. Bicep swivel. 90 at the elbow, or just about. But no wrist articulation, which is a sad thing. You also have the crane, which is on a swivel and can move up and down. And of course, extend if you want it to. But it is adjustable, so you can get it out of the way for most poses. Hips are on a forward backward and a swivel in and out. And there is a flap to get out of the way if you need it to. Knees are 90 degree. There is a swivel below the knee. And the toe is on a swivel and forward back. So, yeah, he's got a decent amount of articulation. May not be the most perfect, but it works. And yeah, it's a little loose at the arm because of this big, heavy crane arm. But yeah, he's a pretty cool figure. I do like him quite a bit. For comparisons, we'll bring in Inferno, because there are some differences between the two. Aside from the head being a different sculpt, the arms are actually sculpted differently, the grapples being more rounded, and not having the ability to swivel these panels around, which is a shame, but he still works. And the feet are molded differently as well. So, yeah, there are differences between the two, and that's pretty cool. And obviously the crane arm versus the water hose. Yeah, I do like it. And we gotta definitely bring in Grapple's buddy Hoist. See how well they go together, and they go together beautifully. And again, since I don't have the G1 version of Grapple, we'll just have to settle for the G1 version of Inferno, who essentially was the same mold. And again, there is a huge difference in styles here, but a lot of things kept the same, like the chest being the front of the vehicle. So, all in all, it does work out quite well. In the end, I do think that Grapple is a wonderful figure. Either version will make you very happy. I do recommend the Takara version, though. Just because Takara usually does a better job of painting the figures. Anyway, hope you've enjoyed this video. Please leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe, let me know what you think. And I'll see you next time. So until then, goodbye out there. Whatever you are.